So hello my friends, Devaun Lennox here, PhotographyPX. In today's video, we will cover the best camera accessories for photographers. Do know you can find timestamps and links in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment. And also know this is not a sponsored video. Let's get started. Wondering which camera accessories should be next on your list and which are essentials for every photographer? Well, every photographer has a slightly different toolbox of go-to accessories. Some have large selections while others have smaller collections that are more specific to their work. But finding the right accessories can quickly take your photography to the next level. While there's quite a broad range of accessories on today's market, each falls into a specific category, and thankfully most are also quite affordable, unlike the new camera and lens that made that big dent in your bank account. In this video, we will cover the top must-have accessories for photographers and why you should consider each of them. Ultimately, not every one of these accessories will best serve and suit your needs, but the ones that do will add immense value to your workflow and surely make your life a lot easier. And you'll discover which are the best options for you. For this particular video, we didn't order this list. The essential accessories will vary based on what and how you shoot and what ultimately serves your needs best. Everyone has slightly different needs, so we decided not to list these in a specific order. But let's get started with the list. A tripod. A sturdy and durable tripod is a must-have if you want maximum detail when shooting landscapes, products, long exposures, macro photography, or low light. And the right tripod can unlock a world of creative possibilities. When shooting in these situations, you'll typically use a longer than normal shutter speed to capture enough light for a proper exposure. Product and landscape photography also often requires taking multiple shots of the scene, and sometimes you'll stack these images to increase the depth of field. But if the camera moves during that time, the photos will be blurry. Thankfully, a well-made tripod will keep the camera still, preventing blurry images due to movement. Whether you decide to opt for an expensive model or a budget-friendly option, the stabilization they offer is a must if you plan on shooting any of these mediums. Today's tripods come in many sizes and styles depending on the cameras they support and their portability. Larger tripods are best for larger camera setups and long telephoto lenses, while medium or small tripods are best for lightweight cameras and compact lenses. Pick the best tripod that fits your budget and the amount of portability you need. The next thing to consider is a memory card. Most cameras today ship with a memory card, but they're usually on the smaller side, so it's likely you'll want a larger capacity card in due time. Thankfully, these days adding storage is incredibly cheap, so it's wise to stock up. When choosing a memory card, it's essential to know which format your camera supports. The most common card in today's market is SD, secure digital cards, but you'll regularly see CFast, XQD, CF, and Compact Flash. Once you know the format, the next consideration is the speed. Today's cameras have ever-increasing video frame rates and larger sensors, each raising the required read and write speeds. And if you use a slow card, it will slow the camera's performance when writing data. Most cameras today typically require a Class 10 SD card, which supports 100 megabits per second data for 4K video. From there, make your decision based on how large of a card you need. But no, in most cases, 64 gigabytes is more than sufficient. The next thing to consider is a memory card reader. Dedicated memory card readers are a great way to offload photos and videos from the camera quickly. And for high volume photographers, this is the fastest and most efficient way to transfer images to a computer. While you can transfer photos using the supplied USB cable included in the box, it's not particularly fast. Neither is transferring files over Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. Considering a dedicated card reader can move data 20 times faster than these alternatives, they'll save you a lot of time. The next thing to consider is a prime lens for your camera. If you just purchased a camera, you'll likely have the standard kit lens that comes as a bundle. And in the beginning, this lens is totally sufficient. But as your skills sharpen, you'll want to purchase other lenses to widen your creative expression. But there are many lenses available for each camera system, so choosing your first lens may prove challenging. But every professional photographer will tell you to get a fast prime lens as your first and initial purchase. Prime lenses have a single fixed focal length, meaning they can't zoom. Instead, if you want to get closer to your subject, you'll need to physically move towards them. This may sound like a limitation at first, but prime lenses produce superior image quality over zoom lenses, and the reason is that they have fewer glass elements, which introduces fewer artifacts. They're also lighter and more compact than a comparable zoom lens for this reason. Now, a lens can come in several different speeds. This is notated by their maximum aperture, dictating how wide the lens opens and how much light it lets in. You'll see this notated on a lens by f/x, where x represents how fast the lens is. For example, f4, f5.6, or f6.3. These are particularly slow lenses, while a fast lens would be notated as f2.8 or below. Fast lenses capture more light in less time, allowing you to shoot in low light or use faster shutter speeds. These lenses also have a shallow depth of field, which creates a pleasing blurry background. Every camera system on today's market offers a 50mm f1.8 equivalent lens, which is only slightly different from our eyes. And for most people, it's the ideal starting lens to add to your collection because of its versatility and price. The next thing to consider is a camera strap. While they're not quite the sexiest things around, the right strap makes an enormous difference in comfort and security. The strap that manufacturers include with purchase can make you a target while traveling, as they're easily identifiable, and worn as a traditional neck strap, they're also quite insecure as well. Even worse, they're usually small, thin, and uncomfortable during prolonged use, causing unnecessary strain on the neck and downright pain. Depending on what and how you shoot, a camera strap may not be a necessity, but if it adds value to you, then you can easily find plenty of options that fit your style. Camera straps come in many varieties ranging from neck, shoulder, wrist, or holster straps. Just be sure to get one with enough padding and offers the versatility that you need. The next consideration is spare batteries. Most people don't think about buying spare batteries when they first buy a camera, and it's usually not a part of the initial budget, but it's arguably the most important accessory. Without one, you won't avoid the frustrations of having to stop shooting because of a dead battery. It's even more critical if you're shooting with an entry-level or mid-range mirrorless camera, as they typically only offer 350 shots per charge before dying, which isn't much in the real world. When shopping for batteries, stick with the original batteries manufactured by your camera brand and purchase replacements that match the model number, as these are guaranteed to work and offer the maximum lifespan. Avoid knockoff brands here since they're usually not as reliable. The next consideration is a camera bag. Camera bags protect your gear as you travel, and they're a must if you shoot anything outside of a studio environment. Don't wait to invest in a high quality bag after your camera already has knocks, nicks, and scratches. Consider getting one from the start to protect your investment. Thankfully, bags have evolved significantly over the years, and you'll be pleased by how many options are on the market today. There's plenty of styles, sizes, and fit for any taste or budget. But before purchasing one, consider the amount of gear you own and make sure you get a backpack that has enough room to compensate. If you also prefer to carry a laptop or tablet while traveling, be sure to look for a bag that accommodates, as not all do. Considering the value they offer, it's wise to take the time to think about what will serve you best here. Ideally, you want something light, comfortable, but fits everything you own, including your primary camera, lenses, and accessories. The next consideration is cleaning supplies. Cleaning supplies are crucial as dirt easily invites itself to your lens and sensor, and when it does, you'll see specks throughout your images, which will require post-processing to remove them. Plus, dirt and debris also reduces contrast, creating hazy looking images. A camera cleaning kit not only helps keep your sensor and lenses clean, saving you time during post-processing, but it also maintains image quality and prolongs the lifespan of your equipment. But cleaning your camera with a standard paper towel, or worse, a t-shirt, is just not a good idea. At the bare minimum, use microfiber cloths, which gently remove dust, dirt, and debris or fingerprints. Alternatively, you can use a lens pen with a soft brush head. And if you have a particularly tough spot, that's when a proper lens cleaner comes into play. The next consideration is a neutral density filter, polarizer, or UV/protective filter. Filters are slightly underrated today, but they add a lot of value to photographers. For landscape, cityscape, or architectural photographers, neutral density filters and circular polarizers are a must. Neutral density filters reduce incoming light, making them the ideal accessory if you want to shoot long exposures and have more control. Circular polarizers, on the other hand, remove reflections, glare, haze, and selectively darken the sky for rich and vivid colors. But virtually every other photographer should consider protective UV filters. Apart from reducing the sun's UV rays, these filters also protect your lenses from scratching and breaking if dropped. Plus, they're considerably easier to clean from dust and debris. For the price, they're a must-have for each of your lenses. Just be sure to purchase the right size filter for your lens. The next consideration is a vertical battery grip. A vertical battery grip is a must if you find yourself always running out of battery. This style of grip acts as not only a vertical grip, adding comfort when shooting portraits, but more importantly, they also house additional batteries to double your battery capacity. If changing batteries aggravates you during a shoot, a battery grip is the ideal accessory for alleviating that. Another consideration is an external hard drive. A reliable external hard drive is essential as you start developing an extensive collection of photos and videos, and they'll help keep your computer clean and clutter-free. But most importantly, an external hard drive is critical to back up your collection, and it's the real lifesaver in the event of a catastrophic loss where your computer or hard drive crashes. Thankfully, today's manufacturers have listened to creatives, and there are plenty of portable, rugged, and reliable options on the market today. The biggest consideration here, besides capacity, is how robust of a drive you need. You'll determine that based on how often you plan on traveling with the drive. If you don't plan on frequently bringing it along with you, getting a standard bulky option is the better investment as they're cheaper. However, if you do, then getting a weather-sealed solid-state drive, ideally with encryption, is the best option. So there you have it, my friends. There's our list of the best camera accessories for photographers. For more information on this list, look at the pinned comment in the description down below, and that will take you right to the full post. We also have several detailed and comprehensive guides on how to choose a variety of these accessories on our website, and you can also find those on our website as well if you'd like more specific details on choosing some of these accessories. I've been your host, Devaun Lennox. We will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching today's video. I hope you found the contents of today's video insightful and it added value to you. If you're new here, please consider subscribing if you haven't done so already. Also, leave us a like and a comment in the description down below. Let us know if we overlooked something or we missed something that we covered in today's video. I've been your host, Devaun Lennox. Photography.